Welcome back. It's the Power Trip Morning Show. There's so much going on. Jordan Addison's going to continue to be a Minnesota Viking. They're picking up that fifth-year option. We like him. We like him a lot.
And that's for year after next, right?
Correct.
That's correct.
So this year, $2.6 million. Next year, he makes $18 million
That's right.
in year 5.
Good for him. That's almost what Marty makes. But you'll get there. You'll get there, Jordan.
That's right.
You'll get there.
You keep working enough, you get that TV broadcast money.
That's right.
And you've also been kicked out of a casino for misdemeanor trespassing.
That's right. And you've
more than once.
sped very quickly and blamed it on your dog.
Yep, you've also
On my
fallen
way
asleep
to the
behind the
casino.
wheel near LAX.
Jeez.
Remember when you did that near LAX?
And remember when you
Right.
skipped that team
Yeah.
meeting in London for unspeakable reasons?
We couldn't
Yeah,
find
I
you
can't
anywhere.
talk about that.
Right.
We couldn't find you anywhere.
Even though everything was on the same area.
I mean, Addison's list of weird reasons to be in the news is pretty epic for a short window of time. It's not like standard things like, all right, he got busted for weed or he did this. Yeah, all of his stories are a little bit strange.
Yeah, not like he missed the start of a game because he was in the restroom.
Taking a crap, exactly.
And his production going down every year, you say?
It has. But again, this year is a little bit different.
Yeah, a little bit.
But I know what you mean.
That kid
Lawrence,
is talented, though.
He is very talented.
I really hope he gets everything figured out and
Yeah.
straightened out because he is a huge talent.
And I don't think we're sharing company secrets. But again, how many great things did Adam Thielen say
Yes.
about Jordan Addison off
Yes.
the air on Friday? He was like, man, that
And
kid's
he-
just
Yep.
super talented and he works hard. Obviously, we just need him to stay out of trouble and keep focused because the kid's got talent. But if they ever move on from him, I think it will almost exclusively be because they just don't trust him off the field. Because it sounds like everybody thinks he's the real deal on the field. We'll see.
How old is he?
24-ish, maybe? I don't know. He's played 3 years, so he's somewhere in that range. Let's see. Jordan Addison is 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some audio from KO and Brzezinski a little bit later
Oh, hell yeah.
because they spoke yesterday at the owners' meetings.
Hey, Mars, before we get to the news, and then we can talk about that during Vikings news. You mentioned, you referenced briefly there that Anthony Edwards was taking a crap when the game started.
You mentioned that.
I said use the restroom.
Yes, but he even admitted that's what he was doing,
Yeah.
right? Chris Finch said nature calls. John Krasinski got a little more specific, got a
Right.
direct quote
Saw
from
that.
Anthony.
Yeah.
He was taking a bleep. I'm floored that doesn't happen way more in professional sports.
A lot of people poop.
Right, but isn't it kind of crazy
Your
how
dad's
often they
favorite
do get so timed out where they do it before the game or at halftime or I'm just surprised we don't see a guy more often midway through the second quarter just dash to the bathroom. It happens once in a while, but almost never. It's super rare. How do they do that? How do they regulate?
Well, I mean,
Not hammer
Careful what
activity?
they eat.
does it? You're a finely tuned athlete, Cory.
Thank you.
When you're working out, I mean, do you get the urge while you're working out?
No.
I have before.
Yeah, it's usually
Runners do. Runners crap their pants all the time in marathons.
Dwight
if you're
loves
running
watching
for
marathons.
6 or 7 hours.
Yeah.
Right.
Listen,
Sure,
we've all been bench pressing, and shout out to Rolo.
Whoa. Man. Are you hanging out with Superstar again?
Zach, take whatever you want, but at some point, that's the title of the podcast. I don't know how you want to word that, but maybe it's simple.
Shout out to Rolo.
Shout out to Rolo, might work.
Spell that.
Rolo.
Those are good, though. Rolos
They are good.
Not the ones I shoot out.
No.
Yeah, no.
I was working a game was that last season?
You're always
I think it
working
was
your game.
last season in Miami, and Anthony Edwards did not come out for the start of the second half, and there was just this wide speculation of oh no, where is he? What happened? And
Bathroom.
then we found out it was the same thing.
All right, so we need to work on Anthony's fiber intake and make sure that's balanced.
At every home game, though, when they introduce the team, he's never part of that.
Right.
Well, it's because he's hammering Metamucil.
Yeah, he has to dump.
He loves chewing.
He's drinking
Well,
it.
Yeah. He's your dad's favorite player.
Yep. He is. Funny you say that. He really is.
Yeah, thank you.
Athletes do have a pretty strict routine, and his routine involves some workouts in the hallway right outside of the tunnel where the lineups and stuff are, and so he's not out there for the national anthem and the starting lineups and that kind of stuff. So I don't think Julius Randle is typically out there either, and whether that is lending itself to, wow, that sort of makes it easier to have to use the restroom because you're closer. I have no idea. But that's what happens is sometimes when he's not there, then you wonder, is it because he's working out but obviously somebody has an eye on the clock.
See, but
what's going on the court just because he's not standing there.
We need a baseball closers-esque opening song when Ant comes out of the bathroom, right? The lights go out and everybody's like, oh my God, he dumped! And then it's like he emerges through the smoke and the fog. And
can I throw out an idea?
Go ahead.
Song number 2.
Well played.
By Blur, perfect.
Well done.
The crowd would love it.
Brilliant.
It's a short song.
Yeah.
Everybody can do the woo-hoo thing and just,
only change
Edwards
it to poo-poo.
nailed it.
Have Charmin sponsor it.
Yeah, and the T-shirt gun just shoots rolls of toilet paper.
Yep.
Free toilet paper,
TP
Van
the whole
Craps.
place.
Clean toilet paper, right?
Yeah, well,
That would be hype. Just bathroom break entrances at NBA games.
That'd be
With
great.
music and lights and the whole bit.
Everything.
Bow, 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 ba-da-doo-doo-doo-doo. Wait a minute.
Hey, did you see,
the music again.
staying on that for a second, did you see the new Mason Miller open? The guy from the Padres?
Yes.
He walks out to Korn's Blind.
Brilliant.
And it's freaking epic.
Yep.
And we know a guy that is really good friends with him. So at some point, maybe we can get Mason Miller on this show. But that's a really sick opening. Lights go out and that freaking opening riff. Oh, man. Then the Are You Ready garbage. It's just really cool.
Plus Petco whales.
Hey, Johnny Bones, you like baseball, right?
I do.
Do the old school baseball fans that, if we want to go all the way back to pre-pitch clock, pre-this, pre-that.
Right.
Are the older?
Oh, I'm sure
Are
they
the
hate
older
it.
guys yelling at the clouds, going, "What is this?" Because that's too bad. Because the closer entrances is so late to the party. Like it's so cool.
Yes.
And I hope they're not going, "This isn't the game that I grew up on." It's so much better when the closers come out to those cool
When it
songs.
comes to baseball, any change you can find somebody yelling at the clouds about how it's different. I mean, absolutely.
But you're on board, right? It's
Of
epic.
course.
It's epic.
Yes.
It's entertainment. It's
The
awesome.
Ran one for
The Ran
Philly
was
is
amazing.
cool. Yeah.
God, I love Smorgies.
Are you going there
I'm going to go there Friday between 12:30 and 2.
for the rained out
For
opener?
the Twins Daily home opener.
Snowed out. isn't
Maybe
it?
you'll just stay longer.
Maybe it'll be rained out. Maybe it'll be snowed out. Either way, we'll be at Smorgies handing out. I'll give you something we have not yet announced. We'll be handing out some Winter Meltdown pint glasses on a regular basis, as well as the various giveaways and the drink specials and everything else. And talking baseball. Just talking baseball
Talking
again.
base-
Talking about closers opening entrance songs.
Hey.
You're 1 in
Exactly.
5 Twins team.
Oh, it's cool.
We'll see.
All right, the news. Here we go.
Okay.
Okay.
This is KFAN News with Chris Hockey.
That's me.
Presented by the St. Paul Saints.
That's right. Think about it. St. Paul City. I just put a text into old Derek because tonight is opening night.
Today's the day.
Field. Today's the day, I should say. Today's the day.
Let's
CHS
go.
Field
Today's the
baseball. Let's
Yep.
go.
Hell yeah.
Too bad it wasn't yesterday, man, because it's beautiful yesterday. Today
Yes.
it'd be okay. It'd be okay. It'd be fine. Get down to baseball. And 1,000 people get hoodies.
Unbelievable.
White hoodies.
Unbelievable lineup they've got this year.
You damn right. They got
So many top prospects
like-
in that team this
Like
year.
who, Hawk?
And
like
we're-
Ford Lexus,
like
Yep.
Leroy
Jenkins,
Walker Jenkins,
Marty Parrish.
Yep. Who else?
Emma Rodriguez, Gabby Gonzalez,
Yeah.
Kaylin Culpepper,
That's
Quit
it.
reading Hawks
Tyler
notes.
Fedko,
Can I get one in? No.
Alan Roden.
Yeah. So, lady had to go. She had to go to court. Oh no! Southeast Michigan. They did a virtual court hearing, and the judge, Michael K. McNally, got pissed because he realized during the video conference that the lady was driving a car.
You cannot be driving, ma'am. What are you doing? Come on.
I'm not driving. I'm a passenger in a car, but I will have my driver pull over. Hang on 1 second.
Am I crazy, or does it not look like you're driving that car?
I'm not driving the car. I'm a passenger in the car, sir.
You're lying to me, right?
No, I'm not, sir.
Let me see the driver. Let me see the driver.
Hang on 1 second.
No.
I have to ask their permission.
Oh, you're not in the you weren't in the driver's side. You think I'm that stupid?
She did think he was that stupid.
Yeah, the video
The video is unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
It really is. Yeah.
And she tries
What
to
are you doing?
move over to the other side.
People
Yeah.
are so dumb.
She stops the car. She exits the door of the vehicle, and never showed the driver. So the judge was like, "Okay, you $1,921.95, whatever she did, I don't know." But I do love the fact that she's lying as she's on video, saying she's not driving. What?
Yeah, come on.
Was she appearing for a driving violation? Did I miss that part of the
I
story?
wish it was. No. So
No, I'm not.
No, I'm
No,
not.
I'm not. I need to ask their permission.
You're under oath,
She
ma'am.
was trying to speak it into existence.
Yeah.
That's right. Manifesting a driver.
That's right. Yeah.
Never thought of it that way.
Just trying it.
How unbelievable would it have been if it was like a prestige situation and her twin is just on the other? Just quickly throw the phone. It's her twin,
What a great
identical
bit.
twin sister.
Be funny if she said that. Hold on.
Hold on.
Great.
God,
Yes?
man, people are dumb.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
Yeah.
That's my twin. She looks just like me. She's wearing the same exact thing, Judge. Your Honor. We're tracking 3 storms. The storms are coming and hell's coming with them.
Great film.
Thank you. Meteorologist Sven Sundgaard has the latest on one last warm day. He says, after yesterday being the 70s, system 1 of the first 3, snow and ice for northern Minnesota tonight, showers and thunder in the south.
Thunder.
On Wednesday, system 2 of 3, Thursday, rain and snow, ice even for the Twin Cities.
Great. It's nothing better than when it rains before it snows.
Right.
Perfect.
That nice base layer.
Yep.
System 3 comes Friday through Saturday. More snow, rain, and ice. Warm weather returns next week. But if you got to go anywhere this weekend, like say Duluth for the snowcross events,
What time will that be?
plan some time to drive.
All right. Well, I love that you gave me the heads up because I think what I'm going to do then is stay indoors for 24 to 72
You changed
hours.
your plans that
Yep.
quickly.
Wow.
Wow. That's
Look at
unbelievable
you.
how
I'll
you were
stay
able to
in.
do that.
I'll get some work done. I'll watch
Yeah.
poker and just be safe.
Yeah.
You know?
You might want to extend your timeline, Corey. It's like a full week.
Yeah. A full
Yeah,
week.
it's going to start.
You don't have to tell me twice. I'll stay indoors until next Monday.
Good for you, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Proud of
No,
you.
we're
Yep.
all proud of
Safety
you.
first. Safety first.
Johnny Beans Bon's Bones.
Yes, sir.
Don't you wish they played in the Metrodome now?
No.
Okay.
No. They'd have, well,
Hey.
God, no.
they might have more people.
Well, maybe for this particular home opener.
Could they
but
play
yeah.
in the U.S. Bank Stadium? They played baseball in there before.
So we went and
Gophers
watched
do,
the
right?
Gopher game there on St. Patty's
tiny
Day.
Gophers, were they cute?
Love baseball.
I wanted to see how they set that up for baseball.
And?
The way they set it up is that right field. So it's on the non-downtown side
Yeah.
of U.S. Bank Stadium is where home plate is. So right field is sort of the short end of the field. The bleachers do retract along that side, so you can get most of right field in. But then there's a line they draw across the top of the fence, and it's got to go above that line to be a home run.
No, so it's not perfect.
So yeah, it's a little short in right field there.
Why don't the Twins move the fences in about 150 feet and just launch home runs all day long?
150.
It's sort of
That'd
like
be
playing
sweet.
8-foot hoops, right?
Exactly.
You gonna get a ground ball pitching staff?
They did.
Good idea.
In Kansas City, they moved
Yes.
their fences in from
Yes.
last year.
Yep. Yep. It's not unheard of that you do that. I mean, Detroit's much shorter now than it used to be when it was first built. If you go out there, it's pretty obvious that it plays with the stands. Like suddenly, instead of being right along the fence, you're 20 yards behind it. So it definitely screws with sort of the vision of the spectators and such.
It is nuts that it's not uniform. It's kind of crazy that it's like if you went to the Spurs game and it's like, well, the Spurs have their hoops at 10.5 feet because they don't care.
And the court's 6 inches wide.
Hey, John, does it have
It's
to
a
be that
balance
way
game.
the entire season? Like, or could they do like a
That's a
special
good question.
promo night, like
It's got to be that way. the entire
200-foot
season.
fence night or something
Yeah.
like that?
That would be interesting. I mean, there's got to be a rule that they can't change it throughout the season.
Yeah.
I know they also they can't change the whether or not the roof is open, except at various times. You know,
Sure. Of course.
during the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if it starts raining, you've got to keep the roof open.
Yeah.
Is there a minimum number of feet for the fence? Or
Yeah.
could we have it just outside of the infield?
There definitely is a. I mean, I'm guessing some places like Fenway are grandfathered in. I mean, the reason fences are all different is because baseball's 150 years old, and turns
It's
out
like Barcelona Cathedral.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody gave a damn that you were just trying to fit a ballpark into a piece of land, right? But there's minimum dimensions for something to be a major league park versus a minor league park. Something like that.
325 down the line, 400 center.
Yeah, and let's have special 10 players on the field night.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Fine.
Yeah.
Sauce, you have a handful of good ideas. Tell us a couple of them.
Mine would be is aluminum bat weekend. Everybody hits 700-foot home runs. That would be cool. The pitchers obviously pitch behind like a wall because they'd get killed if they were hit by that said pitch. Did you guys know that was an April Fool's bit like a long time ago? That they had all these guys film like a bit that it was going to be aluminum bat for the whole season.
Oh, that's funny.
And then, of course, it wasn't because Jose Canseco and Mark McGuire all juiced up and kill people. That would be a good idea. Everybody has to wear the opposite glove on their hand. That would make for some entertaining baseball.
A few years ago, they changed the size of the bases. They added another inch and a half or something to the size of the bases in Major League Baseball and in minor league ballparks. And the Saints on opening day had bigger bases, but they were much bigger.
Cartoonish.
Cartoonishly big.
That's funny.
And, then...
Remember when they did the
then just before the game started, they removed them.
Remember when they did the cartoonishly big nut cup night?
Yeah.
This idea hasn't gripped me.
It didn't grip you because it was too big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, and finally, thank you.
I thought you were asking me.
I love it.
Yeah. What were you saying?
I want to say a special tribute to former wrestling coach at the University of Minnesota, Jay Robinson, who passed away. Legendary figure.
Oh, wow.
At the age of 79 on Sunday. Robinson became more than a wrestling coach to those who entered his orbit. He won 3 national championships, produced 14 individual national championships in his Hall of Fame career. But his impact has extended far beyond statistics on paper. Throw some love out to an Army Ranger who served in Vietnam. Robinson incorporated values learned in military service into his coaching. He limped thanks to 24 surgeries on his knees. Yet he climbed to the top of Mount Shasta in Northern California just because his assistant coaches bet him he couldn't do it.
Wow.
Oh, man.
He couldn't give high fives, even though his wrestlers would always say, give me a high five, because he couldn't lift his arm above his right arm, I should say, above his shoulder because of an old shoulder injury. But
Jay Robinson of the Golden Gophers famously had his first name just the letter J, right? It was just Jay Robinson, the letter J. Do you guys know what the J stood for?
I'm going to guess J.
You are correct. J-A-Y is his birth name, J. Paul Robinson, but for whatever reason, just went by the letter J.
That's cool.
Because that's pretty cool.
Getting to the point.
If you can do that, that's cool.
Saves 2 letters.
Yeah.
It's a lot of time over the course of 79 years.
79 years, and a lot of lives changed.
Yeah,
good
3 national titles. Coached our guy, Brock Lesnar.
Yep.
And I'm going to say this. It sounds like a shot, but I think wrestling community knows it's not a shot when I say this. For a wrestling coach, normal ears.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well said.
Does that mean he
Did not have cauliflower
wore
ears.
headgear?
Probably.
Doesn't it happen when you don't wear headgear?
I guess the right one was a little on the cauliflower side, but not much. Not compared to most folks who spend their whole life wrestling.
Yeah.
Well, he could
their whole life what?
Wrestling. You know, he could have just tied you up and left you for dead anytime he wanted to. You know what I mean?
Did you ever wrestle, Hawk?
Oh, sure.
In school?
I was terrible at it. Because of Vision Quest, man. You know that story. I saw the movie Vision Quest. I thought, I got to be a wrestler. So I joined the wrestling team, and I got pinned over and over and over again. I was terrible at it.
Who's the guy you wanted to wrestle at the
Shoot. I want to write shoot. I want to wrestle
and people
shoot.
think that that pop culture doesn't influence kids. I saw Point Break and wanted to rob banks. I watched Rounders and it changed my life. Chris saw Vision Quest and he wanted to wrestle.
Yep, I saw Debbie Does Dallas and moved to Texas.
I saw Ladybugs and wanted to play soccer.
You saw Stand By Me and wanted to be in pie eating contests the rest of your life.
Yeah, okay, I'm in.
That's my pie.
Great film.
Great film.
Great, one of the best movies ever.
It's way up there.
Super good.
Yeah, 40-year anniversary was what, I think a year ago or so?
I think it's in the theater, Gorgie tweeted.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Only one theater?
No, I think the theater off Vicksburg is doing...
The old Plymouth Grand.
Yeah.
Corey Feldman, Jerry O'Connell, Will Wheaton, and R.I.P. River Phoenix. Yep. And, of course, Keith Kiefer Sutherland and stuff too, but the main four.
Ooh,
Talking about the main four.
Kiefer would be a great name.
Kiefer's cooler.
Yeah, kind of.
Kiefer.
Wasn't he in the news a little bit ago?
Sure.
Isn't he fighting or something?
He robbed banks.
What?
Robbed a bunch of banks.
The life, man.
Yeah. That's the news.
Bank robber.
Well, thank you.
Speaking of movies, and great movies, Bridesmaids is celebrating 15 years. It's mid-April was the release. And it is going to be in certain theaters as well.
You're going.
As a 15-year anniversary, obviously.
I can't believe it's only been 15 years.
That's one of the funniest movies of all time.
Correct.
Yes.
The airplane scene.
All of it. It's
top
brilliant.
5 ever. But
Who
when
buys
they
another woman
do
a
that,
trip to Paris?
do they change anything or add anything, or do they just put
Probably
the
not.
movie as
Right.
was back
probably,
in the theater so you can experience it again in that way?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do the Spielberg bit where they take guns and turn them into walkie-talkies. You know what I mean?
Rocket
What do you
No,
do
but I
that
meant
in?
like deleted
E.T.
scenes or
What?
blooper reel kind of,
Walkie-talkie.
or interviews with the cast.
Do you remember when George Lucas, when they re-released some of the Star Wars movies and they added a bunch of AI slop?
Yes.
No, it was a bunch of CGI garbage. And
You
you're
ever
like,
seen
what are we
the
doing here?
South Park episode
You guys know we still have to
about
play
Indiana
commercials,
Jones? Okay, bye.
Sauce with sports after this.
Every game, every moment, KFAN brings you the men's college basketball tournament driven by Dave Smith Motors. Tune in this Saturday on the free iHeartRadio app to catch the insanity from Indianapolis.
Insanity.
I can't wait.
I can't wait for the Vinsanity of it. Go Vince Owens.
Vince Owens.
Vince Vinsanity, wasn't his name? Vince,
Carter.
no, that was the president.
If you had the first name right, you were
Are you okay?
on the right track.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's do some sports stuff.
Before we do that quickly, though, because
Yeah,
I saw it on social media yesterday that it was Farley and Minster's 50th and 16th birthday. It's unbelievable.
Yahoo?
Your husband and daughter?
Oh,
You don't know their
Yeah.
names?
I don't know their names. They're not
we're
famous
not even
enough.
close. But yes, yeah, we had a couple of birthdays.
That's rude.
Milestone birthdays yesterday and last week. If you add in my son,
Whose name we all know.
Which is,
Blake?
no, come on, we all
that's
know.
not right.
It's
Blake. I don't even know what the first letter.
Bryson, Bolognese, the Beezer. It doesn't matter. They're not important or famous.
Yeah. We hit 18, 16, and 50.
Only if she's
in the
5'3".
Last week. So
18, 16, 50 would be an unbelievable.
It's not like a Barbie was.
I mean, that was 18, 16, 50. You know what the 50 part would be, right? No.
Party.
yeah, party types.
Yeah, I mean, I was almost a waist 50 in high school.
You were way past that.
Oh, okay. You were nice to me during the break.
I'm just speaking facts here, brother boy.
Remember, you need me.
Anyway, happy birthday to your entire family.
Thanks.
Yeah, happy birthday to everybody. And
Happy
Papa.
birthday.
Happy birthday,
It's
Papa.
not Papa's birthday. Papa's birthday's in February.
Well, I just want to celebrate.
Papa?
Yeah. He's got good genes.
So your son went
And they're
straight
not
to the
his.
casino when he turned 18.
Yeah, that's correct.
What's your daughter do at 16? Get her license yet?
We practiced what we think might be the course, the driving course in in and around Chaska because her test is tomorrow. Her driver's
it's
test.
tomorrow. See, that's
Good
the way
luck.
you do it, right? Just rip the Band-Aid off. Get out there. Start driving around.
Yeah, I mean that's what most kids in her class or try to schedule it like actually on their birthday.
That's how we did it.
She couldn't
Yeah.
get in, so 2 days later, yeah. So we did a little practice drive. She chose what she wanted to eat, and so we get the free Starbucks on her birthday. Wingstop was a lot of all about you. And good thing her dad does not care at all about his birthday because we, per usual, kind of forgot about him. We all said happy birthday.
Yeah, he just turns 51. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
Turned our attention.
Yeah.
He'll
Poor Musty.
have a party later.
I was going to say,
an adults kind of.
if I remember right, it was a giant party for you when you turned 50.
Yeah,
but,
that's because I threw it myself.
But Mark gets nothing.
It's Matt.
Whatever.
I'll probably throw his party as well.
Yeah, we'll go and talk about our vacation plans.
Got so many inside jokes. All right, should we do sports?
Do you guys want to come to it? I mean, we'll probably go to a bar or something.
Casino.
Go to the casino. No.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip.
The Wolves rolled the Mavs 124-94. Ant made his return eventually after taking a dump. He had 17.
Oh my.
Io DeSunmo had a triple-double. 18 points, 15 rebounds, 12 dimes. Your Wolves are 46-29, Martins, of the 5th seed in the West. They battle the Pistons on Wednesday at 6.
I think that's crap.
Great game by Io. Great game. Really love him and Bones in the backcourt. Loving that combo. It's going to be really hard for the Wolves to move up out of this 5th seed because they need to get past Denver. They don't need to catch Denver. They have to get past Denver. They have to get past the Lakers. And at 3 games behind the Lakers, game and a half behind Denver with, are we down to 7 games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7 to go.
They got to make up 4 games in 7.
Yeah.
Out of 7. Yeah.
And that means you almost have to run the table and hope Denver goes like
2 and 5.
And that's so we almost have to come to the realization that the Wolves will probably fall in the 5 seed, and that's
fine.
What they have earned this season. And so now we kind of start to just see that reality, and we're going to play for a while without Jaden McDaniels now. This is a new injury. I heard you talking about it this morning. Something oopinopathy.
Hold on.
No, he'll say it. He knows it.
Who got injured?
Jaden.
Oh, Jaden
McDaniels. It's a knee
McDaniels?
thing.
He's got a bone bruise and...
He's a bone bruise and left knee patella tendinopathy. Tendopathy. Tendinopathy. He has a knee injury.
Yes. Nopathy.
Would we rather face the Lakers or the Nuggets?
I mean,
Denver.
I agree, I think.
Probably.
They can beat Denver. They're built to beat Denver.
Yes. But at some point, do you go, man, we don't want to poke that bear too many times. Like, we've had great success against Denver. So, yeah, sure, maybe.
And then second round, would we rather face Oklahoma or San Antonio?
You're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
You're probably
right now, I think Oklahoma.
I mean, I think every team's in big trouble if you're not the Spurs or the Thunder. By the way, Martins, how awesome would it be if we were in the East right now? We would be headed for a first-round matchup against the Cavaliers. That would be nice.
Yeah, that's the 4 seed.
If they were in the East, they would go to the championship. They could beat any of those teams in the East. They would be in the finals.
Well, we might be headed to the East in a couple of years.
Yeah, Hawk's pumped for that. Right, Hawk?
I'm so excited because I like the East.
Yeah.
Why would we be moving to the Eastern Conference?
Well, because of Daytona and Hartford, and I like Wilkesboro. I'm a fan of Charlotte, Charlottesville,
Charlotte's Web,
Charlotte Bronte.
Definitely
Charlotte York
Charlotte.
from
I'm
Sex
a
and
big
the City.
fan of Sex and the City.
Your mic's off.
Some cities, not all cities. I don't like Sex in Philadelphia. It's dirty, and they always went the wrong place.
Careful.
Thank you for your honesty.
The Twins lost 3-1 to the Royals yesterday. Your Twins are now 1-3 on the season.
Am I right, John?
They had 4 hits. Same 2 teams tomorrow at 6:40. Joe Ryan goes for your Twins.
Yeah, we get to bounce back with Joe Ryan on the mound on Wednesday and with Taj Bradley, who, they won the game that Taj Bradley started, so we'll see if they can make it back to 500 before they get back here for the home opener.
Hey, you just kick your feet up, drink some Surfside, and call it a day, right? Marnie, that was the most organic way to bring that up.
I mean, that sounds like a great way to celebrate.
That's what you do.
To watch a Twins game?
Well, if you're watching a game that's going south and you're like, oh, man, this game sucks, well, you can still kick your feet up and do that and have fun.
Like the middle of April.
Sure. What flavor?
It's over for them.
Well, for me, it's the peach iced tea.
Sure.
But for you, it could be the strawberry lemonade. It could be the raspberry lemonade.
What is that supposed to mean? Do I look like a strawberry lemonade guy?
Put your hands down.
Because that sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
That
You're welcome.
That sounds fantastic.
How do you kick your feet up?
Sauce will show you.
Yeah. You obviously didn't see Liu Kang in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, man. Liu Kang wails.
Yeah.
He was a great character.
The flying Liu Kang kick was deadly.
Great.
He was like you need a third foot.
Because you could hide what you're doing because you would hold down that button, but you could hide it with your other fingers so no one would know what was happening. And then you'd let go and he'd just bicycle.
We've talked a lot of Street Fighter, right? That, the classics, E. Honda, Blanca.
Chun-Li, Hawk's favorite character.
Dulcim, right? There were a handful of go-tos. Who was your Mortal Kombat guy? Were you a Sub-Zero? Yeah,
Sub-Zero,
me too.
yeah.
Damn it, me too.
Yeah. Sub-Zero was sweet.
He just wanted to freeze guys.
Yeah. He was great.
Yeah. And Scorpion was the exact same guy in yellow.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't do the free stuff. He had like that chain thing or whatever. But,
But
I just thought it was really lazy. Like whoever came up with Mortal Kombat, they're like, cool, we got this new character, Sub-Zero. All right, we need one more. Let's just make his outfit yellow.
Yeah, they were all the same. Half of them were the same actor because it was all acted out in the first video game.
God, that was awesome.
Yeah, the first video game was game
ripping
changing.
heads off.
Outstanding.
Let's rip a head off or two at the
bloodier
arcade.
the better that game. It was sweet. And then they got
So you
real
like your
violent.
steak too?
Yeah, sure. The Vikings plan to exercise Jordan Addison's fifth-year option. The Seahawks will be the feature on this summer's Hard Knocks, and the Patriots will be featured on the 2027 summer version of Hard Knocks. I thought it'd be the Vikings, man. The Vikings, it'd be a great season for it to be the Vikings with the quarterback bit. Outstanding. But we never get it.
Are we headed towards a Deshaun Watson rebirth in Cleveland? No. Let's hope not. But it looks like it's trending that way.
Really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yep.
Why?
I don't know.
How?
I have no idea.
Are they still paying him?
Yeah.
Is that why?
I forgot they're still paying him.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, just drink a Surfside and stare out the window. Read a book or something instead.
Stare out the window, read a book.
I actually bought a book yesterday. How long before I actually read it? Do I read it within the next 5 years?
No. What's it about?
Don't worry about it, baby.
Well, okay.
You don't need to know. It has to do with you.
What? You bought the
I love that
Hunchback
you
of
made a
Notre
little
Dame?
joke to yourself there and are smiling about it. And none of us have any idea what this book is.
It's based on a movie.
Push by Sapphire?
No, it's What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Oh. His mom, Woodhawk.
Vikings news is next. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan. It's time for Vikings news on the Power Trip, presented by
That's right. The owners' meetings are happening right now. People who own things, namely NFL teams and the competition committee and other folks as well. People in charge, people who have big-time jobs, unlike us. People who do things that matter.
We have good ideas, though. They just don't listen to us.
They don't listen.
They don't listen to us.
Dairy Queen listened to my idea.
That is true.
They did.
Although
The Pelicans rookie?
kind of. They definitely kind of listen to us because they are putting the Super Bowl in Vegas in 2029. And they listened to us talking about how much Vegas is great.
Yeah.
And they said, you
should go there.
I'm going to.
Okay.
Just not this week. God dang it.
Man, what if that's the year the Vikings go?
Well, then we have to cover it.
That would be
I think we should cover it either way.
We've debated this. I think you guys are, if the Vikings ever make it to a Super Bowl, big if, in my lifetime, where would you rather watch that Super Bowl? In the city where it is or in Minnesota?
Minnesota. Unless it's in Vegas. But
The city
otherwise,
where it is.
sports bar in Minneapolis would be unbelievable.
I want to be there.
Yeah, Hogs Daddy would be there.
When we hoist the Lou Lombarga trophy.
Is that the guy that sings Mambo number 5?
That's Lou Bega.
Say whatever the word is.
Mambo number 5?
Yeah, great song.
Yeah.
Yep, with Monica and Tina and Rita and whatever.
Yeah.
Jessica.
That's where you want to be, wherever they are?
And Sandra.
I would
I'm
probably
forgetting
like to
my
watch
4.
it at home because I'd pace the whole time.
Yeah, but you're not allowed in there anymore by then.
My home?
Yeah.
Again?
Because after watching my wife's team win it in Minneapolis,
Okay.
I concluded I would much rather watch it in the home city. I'd rather watch it in Minnesota or Minneapolis.
Right.
Just like and we were at the game. Like she was celebrating with Eagles fans here. And I still think the celebration in Philadelphia would have been much more epic than being on site for it.
Didn't they sacrifice a bunch of baby animals and stuff?
Well, they sacrificed human beings, virgins and stuff. Oh, yeah, it was crazy.
That's right. That's how they do it. That's what you got to do to win.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's KO. He's our head coach, Marnie. Yeah. And he's talking about Kyler and how he's going to benefit this offense, what he's going to do in our offense. KO? Go ahead.
Play action game can be done a lot of different ways, offset gun, pistol, and under center. He's pretty dynamic in the keeper game, the movement game, obviously with his natural athleticism. So, I see a lot of ways that we'll be able to continue the evolution and evolve our offense here in year 5. But at the same time, principles that I believe Kyler will, be able to, not only make his own, but, provide, different layers to what we do with some of his experiences.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, it's going to be great if it works because with the weapons they have on offense, depending on what they do at pick 18 and pick 49, if they take an offensive weapon at either of those picks, that'll add to the excitement for it. If Kyler, we've talked about this.
Kyle Murphy.
Oh, what is it?
Kyle Murphy.
If Kyle Murphy works with KOC's offense, it's going to be dynamite to watch.
Okay, well then, KO, if you brought in Kyle Murray?
Kyle
Murphy, the former Cardinals quarterback.
Why'd you bring back Carson Wentz, Coach?
We've played 3 guys in one year. We've played 4 in another. We just feel like having the ability to get quality quarterback play throughout the circumstances that we do not control throughout the season gives our team, pretty historical data that says we get quarterback play to a certain line, we win a lot of football games. So we wanted to ensure that we're able to do that, but also, make it a very, very competitive room, and that's regardless of who's taking reps with what group. But we want the quarterback position to elevate our team, and with the talent we have around that position, we feel pretty good about it also working vice versa the other way around.
Marnie, I do believe I remember you saying right after we signed Carson Wentz that, after all the injuries we've had the last couple of years, it makes sense to have as many good quarterbacks as possible.
Yeah. And it sounds like Kevin O'Connell was listening that day to me and concurs.
Yep.
Agrees, and then went ahead and cemented this move. And that makes sense.
Plus, you just want to gather as many North Dakotans as possible in any given room.
That's right. That's right. That's also a good move.
Yeah.
But, we can all agree quarterback is the most important position on the football team. So why would you ever not want to have the most talent and security in that position? And so let's keep feeding that.
Yeah, keep feeding the monster.
All right.
Yeah.
What about Jonathan Grenard, Coach? Is he coming back? What's the situation?
We love Jonathan Grenard. He clearly has meant so much to our team from a standpoint of what he's done on the field, but becoming a captain last year and really being one of those driving factors behind a team that could somehow find themselves at 4-8 and finish at 9-8. Jonathan Grenard and his leadership and what he means on a daily basis to our team is absolutely something that is something we don't take for granted. And JG knows how I feel about him. He knows the love we have for him.
Gerdsey.
Yeah, let's hope he stays. We all love Jonathan Grenard.
Yeah.
I think he's going to as well, but we'll see.
What about
I'm guessing
the man they call Harrison
I'll check
Smith?
in with him at some point. He knows how I feel about him, how we feel about him, but we also want to be respectful and give him space, to kind of continue to figure out what he wants to do. And I know he's in, it doesn't seem like he's in any real rush to, it's certainly not from us or from me to decide whether he's going to be playing football or not.
Harrison Smith, ladies and gentlemen, do you want him back?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yes.
Even if you take a safety at the 18th pick, yes, you do.
Okay.
Because he can still play
and,
football.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you think there's a chance we take an offensive weapon at 18?
Yeah.
It's possible we take a safety as well.
I could see that.
Could you see him potentially taking a defensive lineman, maybe interior or exterior?
That's possible.
It's going to be electric.
Yeah, I'll tell you on Friday.
You know who's electric is Rob Brzezinski. He's your acting GM. He is on the
I can't really look back to the past, but like we've been saying, our philosophy is just to, objectively get these players graded, get our board set, the way we like the talent, and it's kind of cliche. You're going to try to fill your needs, but you also have to be mindful of the depth of the draft and the talent of the draft. And we're just going to try to add good football players at every pick that we're selecting. And honestly, that's simply going to be our goal.
Just take the best player available, right, Sauce?
Yeah, you should. As I've used these two examples before. In 98, they didn't need a wide receiver. They took a future Hall of Famer and maybe the best wide receiver of all time. And then in 07, they didn't need a running back, and they took Adrian Peterson, one of the top 5 best running backs of all time. Always take the best player available, especially the situation the Vikings are in, because they're not one piece away from winning it all.
Jeez. The weird part about the Brzezinski bit is, like, if they say after the draft they're going to expedite the GM quote hiring, right? Finalize who their GM is. It's not like we're going to know if this draft panned out.
Yeah. Right.
Because they're going to quote finalize it before the season. So it's like, how do they even know? Right. Like, that's why I think a lot of people that think that Rob Brzezinski is going to get the job are probably right. Because if everybody at the building loves him, and it sounds like he's universally liked down there, right? Everybody likes Rob. Everybody thinks he's capable of doing this job. They're letting him handle the draft. So
it also incentivizes him to play it safe.
It also gives him another year.
I mean,
the GM's not responsible for this.
If you don't want to do anything risky or crazy, because that puts you. If you think you're the default choice, the way to come out of this is to just say, "Hey, I played it smart."
Right, you don't take a punter in round 1 and go, that's what the analytics say. It's like, well, we were going to hire you next week.
That's worse than what the other guy did.
I wonder if it limits their ability, like it disincentivizes them to make any big trades.
Speaking of punters, so the Vikings did this bit on social media with Johnny Hecker, our new punter.
Yeah.
Be careful.
And they had him blind rank 10 different things from Minnesota. Just like,
okay,
what do you think of these things?
Oh, sweet.
And he even said it when he did it. Like, the 3rd or 4th thing that he was offered to blind rank was the Minnesota State Fair, and he put it 10th. And somebody from the Vikings was like, "Oh man, you're catching hell for that." And he's like, "Did I just make a huge mistake?" Like, "Oh man, you need to learn, buddy.
Him
you
and
can't
Hawk
have
just
a 10th."
became best
Yeah, I know.
friends.
I think Hawk was like, "Cool, this is my all-time favorite punter."
Yeah,
that's rock.
But the state of Minnesota was like, "This guy doesn't belong."
He's 4 months away.
He's setting himself up for a future great bit where somebody takes him to the fair,
right.
and then he falls in love with it, and then he gushes over it. And
the thing he seemed most jacked for, even though I think he ended up with, I think he had hockey number 1.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's
HOCKEY.
Oh, okay.
But I think he had ice fishing too, and he seemed extremely pumped. He's like, "That looks awesome." I'm like, "That looks awesome?" All right. And he said he's not going to be the guy in the bucket. He's going to do the full TV and, ice house, that whole bit. But
just an excuse to get hammered.
Seems extremely excited about ice fishing, but not the State Fair.
The State Fair is actually improperly named. It should be called the State Below Average.
Oh. You love it once you get there.
So you get that joke, right?
No, I do not. Yeah, I get the joke. Yes.
Do you guys know that?
Oh, good for you.
Do you sweet people know that the Fabulous Armadillos booked not 1 but 2 gigs at the State Fair this year?
Oh, beautiful.
Oh.
So you didn't have any say in that?
So how quickly did you put in your letter of resignation?
At the Liney Lodge?
At the what?
The Liney Lodge?
Oh.
Not the Heine Lodge.
No, relax. Then he'd go.
We're playing the entire time, 3 times a day. No, I think we're playing the Bazaar stage.
How bizarre.
I gotcha.
Yeah, which is a cool stage.
It is a cool stage.
Yeah, I love that place. But no, they said, "Will you do this?" And I said, "Yes. Yes, I will."
Are they evening gigs or like
the
daytime?
first thing in the morning, like 3:30 in the morning.
Wow, why?
Yes, ma'am, they are. I'm sorry. I don't know why I was such an A-word.
Oh, so that means you can't do the power trip, so we can only probably do 1 time.
Yeah, we're just doing 1 this
Why
year.
are you guys already trying to get out of the State Fair?
Well, here's what
People
happens.
love to see you.
Here's what happens.
1's enough.
We'll say we're going to do 1.
Yeah, 1 is all they need. because they don't want to see us more than that. We
then
found that out
Abbott
for
will
sure.
Lean on Corey and I.
Yeah, and this year I'm not
Guilt
breaking.
one of us in.
I've
which is
broken the
me.
last couple of years.
You break every time.
I know,
and
this
I
year
love
I'm
you,
not
but
breaking.
You break every time.
This year, because he does. Come on, you can do one more. You can do one more. You love the state
God,
fair.
is Chad in there? It
That's how he
sounded just
sounds.
like
I know.
him.
No, he can't get down here.
Just do one more show. Just do one. I'm like, hello. And every year I'm like, fine, we'll do the following Friday as well. This year it's one, and I'm not breaking.
Well, now
I'm so proud of you. What?
Not gonna
I've
break.
been
You always
trying to
do
tell you
Not
guys
breaking
this
this year.
for years. I've been saying we only do one show out there because if we do
breaking.
two, nobody shows up.
Not
If you do
breaking.
one
Nobody
show,
shows up.
yeah. I mean, they say I don't have to go this time because I go next time, and then next time comes around, they're like, I don't want to go to that hellhole.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah.
Come on, we're just going to do one good show, and good is relative because it's still going to be terrible.
Yeah.
but
Yeah, it'll be terrible.
I want
Bonus will
everybody to be
hammered.
excited about one night so they can all come out and go,
Hello.
Oh, hey, Pee Wee.
and we can play our games.
Yeah.
Tommy can
We'll
wear
fly
short
in.
shorts.
We'll fly in Moose Soup Lady. We'll fly in Beetlejuice.
Who, me?
Yeah.
That one. Yes.
No.
Okay. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna come fair down.
Maybe we get Corey Provis.
Maybe Johnny Hacker comes out to the state
He'll be
fair for
bored
the
of the
first time.
baseball team by then.
I know, and I'm hoping this year that nobody shows up in skimpy clothes with their jugs hanging out because that last year was so inappropriate.
Yeah, you said that. You wrote a
I
letter.
keep saying this is a kid's show, ladies and gentlemen. Please put those things away.
Corey Provis did that?
No, this one lady showed up like that, and Rosie hugged her too hard and fell to the ground. Remember that?
I do remember that.
Yeah. She hasn't been back.
Yep.
Yeah, there he was right when he saw her. Yeah.
Yeah, don't dress inappropriately, ladies.
It's
Please.
4.5 months from now.
I know, but
God, is there? Do you have a mommy? Was
Yeah.
one of the all-time great lines.
yeah, he said that.
he
He
did.
asked
Give a
me that.
mommy?
Yeah.
Rosie, leave all of them alone.
All of them alone.
I'd say thanks for asking. I do not. No,
Yeah. No.
that's one of the great tragedies of my life. Thanks for asking.
Man, he did say that really
did.
loudly.
Do you have a mommy?
Yep.
Love single moms.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, who doesn't?
All right. Fan 5 in a second. Headlines later. Marnie is here. Bonus is here. This is the Power Trip Morning Show.